All right, good morning, Madrano Eagles. It is Miss Durant here, and I am here to teach you about some functions today. All right, so same thing as the last set of videos. We are going to read our question first, underline some keywords, and then get to solving our problem. All right, so like I said, we are working with functions. So let's just jump right into the question. The first thing it says, which representation shows y as a function of x? Which representation shows y as a function of x? Well, I see this word function here, and I know function means not repeating. And I also know that when we are dealing with functions, the only thing we are worried about is x. We will not even pay attention to y. We are only worried about x, right? So, good thing our mappings and our tables here, they have x labeled for us. But in case they didn't, we know that on a table, a mapping or coordinate, x always comes first. So we are looking for x, and it is always going to be first. Like I said, on a mapping, on a table, or in a coordinate pair, x will always be first. So first thing we are going to do is check each one of these representations to see if x is repeating, because we are looking for the one that is not repeating. Remember, our question says which one shows it as a function. So if it's a function, it is not going to repeat. So we are looking for the one that is not repeating, no repeating x. So I look at the first question, letter A, or first answer choice, letter A. I'm looking at x, so I'm going to box that in because that's all I'm focused on. And I'm going to pay attention to the lines that are coming from this mapping. So if I start at -2, and I drag the line down, -2 only goes to 18, so -2 is not repeating. When I go to 0, 0 is only going to 1, so it is also not repeating. When I go to 8, 8 is only going to -7, so it is not repeating. And then I go to 9, 9 is only going to 1, so it is also not repeating. So remember, I'm only looking for x that is not repeating, and so far it looks like I have found my problem, but I'm going to just put a question mark there just in case, because I want to check the rest of the representations to make sure to see if they are repeating or not. Okay, so when I look at B and I start at 0, 0 is going to 0. That works. But then I also see 0 is going down here to 12. So 0 is repeating there. And if I check the next number in my x row, oh, I forgot to box in x. Because remember, x is all we pay attention to. Back to that, when we get to 1, I see 1 is at -5. But then 1 is also going to 1. So 1 is repeating as well as 0 is repeating. And so because they are repeating, these are not functions. So we are looking for the one that is a function. So B cannot be my answer. Okay, when we look at answer choice C, it is a table this time. And they were nice enough to label it again for us. But remember, we're only focused on X. And we know in a table, on a mapping, or in a coordinate grid, X is always first. And remember, I'm looking for x that is not repeating. So when I look at this row of x's right here, I see -1, -1, -1, -1. It is repeating the whole time. So this C cannot be my answer because we're looking for the one that is not repeating, right? And looking at answer choice D, remember again, I am focused only on x. And I'm going to read off these answer choices to see if I hear one that is repeating in case I just happen to not see it. So I see -4, 0, 1, -4. I heard -4 twice, so that means X is repeating, so D cannot be my answer. So that means I'm going to go back to my first answer choice, which was A, and I see that A is not repeating, so A is my answer. All right, y'all. It is Mr. Rant, and oh my God, back at it again, teaching you guys how to answer these problems that have to deal with functions. All right, so same as the last video, we are going to read the question first, Circle and underline some important information, write down those keywords, and then get to answering our problems, right? So first step, I am going to read the question. Which set of ordered pairs represents y as a function of x? There's a few keywords in there. So first one, ordered pairs. And I know ordered pair, just like in the last video, is always x, then y. Then I see the word function, and I know function means to not repeat. And the letter I'm focused on is X. Only focused on X, only focused on X. So since I am working with ordered pairs, I know they're going to be an XY. That means the only number I'm paying attention to is the first number, right? So the easiest way to see these numbers is to just go ahead and circle the first number in each answer choice. So again, I'm looking for the one that is a function, so that means it does not repeat. So I'm going to go to A, and I'm going to circle the first number in each answer choice. So in this order pair, I have 0, I have -1, I have -1, -2, and -2. If you notice, I circled only the first number in each ordered pair. Now, while I was reading those out loud, I heard -1 2 times and -2. So because it is repeating, this cannot be my answer. So I'm going to do that same process again for answer choice B. And so I'm going to circle X, which is the first number in each ordered pair, and then I'm looking for the one that is not repeating, right? We don't want it to repeat. So I'm circling 0, circle 1, I circle 2, I circle 3, and I circle 3. Well, I heard 3 again 2 times. That is repeating, so B is not my answer. Moving on to C, I'm going to circle X again, the first number in each ordered pair. So I have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Well, the whole way through I had the exact same number, which was 0, and that is repeating too many times because we can't have it repeat at all. So C is not my answer, and so D is probably my answer, but let's check it just to make sure. I'm going to do the same thing, circling my X, or my first number in each ordered pair. So I have 0, -1, -2, -3, and -4. So I'm going to repeat that one more time just to see if I hear it repeating, and while I'm reading it to look for it. So 0, -1, -2, -3, -4. No numbers are repeating on the X side. Oh, dang it. No numbers are repeating on the X side, so that is my answer. So used to crossing it out. D is my answer because no numbers are repeating here. We have a different number in the X on each side, so that is a function because it is not repeating. All right, y'all, have a good